Righty-ho, shall we do this? I think we shall. Hello folksicles, it is 7:30 on a Thursday, which means it's live, behind the scenery live thing. Still haven't got back into the habit of this, and that cam's a little bit too high, but audio should be working, I should be on screen, I see people chatting. Hello Cat, I see Cat in the chat. I see Cat in the chat. Right, Mel is well on the road to recovery. Okay, I've got over the lurgy now. I'm still a bit bunged up and that sort of stuff. I had the aches yesterday, you know, the post-flu aches. I was walking around like a cripple. The back's a lot better, feeling a lot better. Still aches if I sit too long in one place or standing too long for one place. The mind's slowly coming back together after what has been the craziest month. Yeah, it definitely ranks with some of the stuff with the kids and my life in the army and stuff like that. That month was crazy. I see loads of people shouting, hello, folksicles. Right. Someone should make a Lego Mel. Oh, God, no. God, no. I see people. I see people everywhere. Right, just let you run through what this show is going to be. This is only going to be a short show. It's only going to be an hour. Now, that's simply because, one, I don't want to spend more than an hour in this chair. Otherwise, I'll end up back on the sofa again. Yeah, but more importantly, Thursday nights my kids normally stay with my mums, but this week Corbin goes on cadet camp this week, Friday, and he's got to be at detachment for 8 o'clock in the morning. Which means he's staying at home tonight. He's at cadets tonight, which means at 9 o'clock, well, I've got to pick him up from cadets at 9. So, I can't do a full long show, because Kez is at work and I've got daddy duties. Yeah, but I thought I'd catch up with everyone, let you know that I'm okay. There's been disruption to the channel. There's no doubt about that. I'm still playing catch up and, we should be back on sort of rolling again. I've got another week of kids holidays, so I want to get the Salute and Adepticon footage up over that week, get that out for you next week, and then I'm back in the studio after that. So you've got more tips. I want to do a bit more on my Burma build, and obviously I've got the book going on. Now the question doc is open. It is down below. It's a Google Doc. You don't need to be logged in. All you need to do is go to it, enter your screen name, what platform you're on, and enter a question. So it can be a terrain-related question if you've got something that's bugging you, or if you want to know what's going on with the channel or the Kickstarter or everything like that. Yeah, use that Google Doc down below. And then obviously links down below to support the channel as always. Seems a bit silly saying that at the minute, to be truthful. That's why I haven't given us a stream target or anything like that. So if you do fancy throwing a tip my way, just links down below. But I'm just mainly here to chat. Hey Mel, thank you for all this terrainiacs. Ever think of doing a Pegasus bridge table? That's from Will on Facebook. I can't say there's any overriding desire. Do you know what I mean? Because the Pegasus bridge, I don't fancy building it, and I've done enough MDF kits for the time being. And it's a canal, so it's rather flat water. Also with regards to the scenery either side, it's not really detailed. So as a feature build, it probably not. I know it's an iconic location, but I've always thought whenever you see the Pegasus ones, everyone knows it's an iconic location, but no one ever goes, wow. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that has the wow factor. I don't know what techniques I'd teach off the back of that as a feature board. That's the problem. When I'm making terrain, the one thing I've got to consider is what will make a good feature board. Do you know what I mean? Come on, reload. For example, I could have showed the snow techniques off that we did for High Peak Pass. I could have showed them off on on a much simpler build, but by integrating the fort and the pass and all that sort of stuff, I made it quite dramatic and I made a feature build out of it. I don't know how I'd do that with Pegasus Bridge because you're constrained by history. You've got no wiggle room to make something really interesting, or tactical. You've just got, this is what it was like, replicate it. Shaggy's saying congratulations on the Kickstarter. I look forward to all the updates in the journey of getting the book created. Yeah, there will be weekly updates. They'll be going out every Sunday. The first one will be this Sunday. I struggled with the updates during the Kickstarter just simply because of the sheer workload, and I just lost track of days, and it was a mad time. Yeah, but moving forward, I'm going to start documenting. I'll be showing you pictures and that sort of stuff, maybe little clips of what I'm working on so you can see what's coming in the book. They'll be from a distance. I'm not giving you close-ups, so I'm not giving away anything that's in the book, because I mean the vlogs are going out to everyone. Yeah, but they'll be out every Sunday with the idea that Sunday night, if you've got any questions, you can jump onto the live stream and, you know, ask me then. Water pouring, yeah, resin's in there, resin's in the book. To be truthful, the last sort of day and a half, yeah, I've been very much focused on doing the schedule for the book, the project log. So I've created this Excel table spreadsheet, yeah, and it's literally got what the sections are, what the page titles are within the sections, you know, how many pages I think for that section. You know, it's got date tracking for when the builds are done, when the text is done, when the photos are done. Yeah, it's got the scheduling, and then it's got comments and stuff like that. And I'm breaking the entire book down into 1 to 2 page sections. Yeah, so I can literally track every section of the book. I had a bit of a wobbler last night. Yeah, because I was that deep into writing and filling in all the sections off all my bullet points and off my sheets. I had that moment where you sit back and you see like how much is going in it. And it was like, whoa, that's a lot of work. Yeah, and I was sort of like, oh, can you do this? And then it's like, right, don't panic. It's late. It's like 2 a.m. Have a look at it with fresh eyes. And then I looked at it with fresh eyes. Yeah, you can do that. The cat's raveling, apparently, on a crappy laptop. I'm not sure what raveling is. I assume it's something a bit like travelling. Yeah, if you want WoW, have radio-controlled gliders landing. Insane's in. Dave Huff backed the book. I imagine quite a few of you backed the book, to be perfectly honest. Have you thought about building a ruined temple for your Burma board? Yes, I have. Yeah, it's on the list. I've got bits for it. We will get to it at some point. I'm going to be doing a lot on my Burma board because that's going to be my that's going to be my break hobby. Yeah, when I'm in the studio and I'm not working on book stuff. So, what you call it? So, expect that to progress quite a lot. Also, you know, I'm at a stage where I've got a playable board now. Yeah, so I want to document that. I want a game on it and all that sort of stuff. Cat's saying that project log sounds way too organised for Mel. Actually, Mel or me? Way too organised for me. Well, I don't know, Cat. I mean, I told you it's. I'm not going to say it's. I don't know whether it's the new Mel or the old Mel who's back. Mel rebranded. What do they call it when they redo a movie? Is it a rehash? A relaunch? You know, they've been doing it, the Hollywood's been doing it to pretty much everything for the past decade. I'm not sure. Let me check out questions, see if we've got any in. We've got 3 in. It might be easier just ask them in the comments because we've got quite a nice little sedate show. I think everyone's calmed down after the thrill of the Kickstarter. Let's have a quick scroll through. Right, Cat's asking, you know, now post Kickstarter, what's the schedule going to be? What the studio build's going to be? There you are. Update. I've got 3 main types of content I want to be putting out at the minute. Yeah. Well, for the next week, it's going to be show content for the next week and a half. Yeah, because I've got the Adepticon footage, I've got the Salute footage I want to get out. After that, you're going to be seeing Burma build quite a lot of. Yeah, you're going to be have the weekly vlog updates. And I want to do a Thursday tip video. Yeah, with quick, simple tips. With that in mind, that's the schedule for the next month or 2 while we get rolling and that sort of stuff. I'm reluctant to do any heavy tutorial work or any serious content. projects, anything like that, because once the book's written, that's where my next job is to upgrade all the studio gear, which also means far better quality videos. So it doesn't make sense for me to like do videos that I plan to last for 10 years, a couple of months before I'm able to do them in much better quality. So I'm going to bimble along with my with my project logs. I'm going to bimble along with my with my quick tips. Need to get that rolling a bit better. And after that, it'll be project updates on the book. Will saying, we baked the book, Mel, the wife and I. She's wanting to know about some terrain for Star Wars Legions and other sci-fi stuff. Yep, there's some stuff in there that I'll do. Most definitely. Leonardo saying, I wish I could buy your new book. It's awesome. Thank you, buddy. You'll be able to jump on in BackerKit. Yeah, that should be open mid-May, so keep your eyes open for that, and you'll be able to jump on the first print run. Stuart, you'll have to remind me by email, mate. I've got a lot going on at the minute. Rick's really looking forward to more of the Burma build as he plays ball action with Chindits. Drink. Yeah. I'm thinking of turning the Thursday sessions into more of a gaming session than a building session. Yeah, I'm not saying no building whatsoever, because I might be pottering along with stuff. But I quite like the idea of Thursday, just rolling some dice, having a bit of laugh and keeping it low pressure and just chilling with guys. Yeah, but we'll have to see how that goes. I do want to, like I say, at least once or twice game and stream. Will you be doing redoing older vids techniques when you get the new camera gear? I think once I've got once I've covered all the core things I want to cover, which may take another year or so. Deserts and all sorts of stuff. I think I might go back and revisit a couple of key videos and bring them up. I don't think I can go back and revisit everything. It's like the basing. I'm at a stage now I've pretty much, I hate the word mastered. But for use of a better word, I've mastered basing. Okay, as in making bases. But if you look at the content on the channel, there's probably 10 basing videos overall. As I've done things, I've learnt things, it's gone on. I'd really like to condense that down into a back to basics, full on, right, up to date. Here we are. So things like that, I'd like to go back and redo. Things like my flocking video, I think that's going to stand the test of time for a good while. You know what I mean? And we'll revisit that in a few years' time. Right, questions. What time are we on? Quarter in. Don't understand that question, Godsmoke. You'll have to ask it again, mate. Content? Any tips for making removable conical thatch roof for a Celtic roundhouse? If I was going to use PVC pipe for the base part, I'd like to use your air drying clay for thatch if possible. Yeah, you can certainly do that. You've got a couple of issues with a conical roof and air drying clay. Okay, first off, best way to make the conical roof is cut it out of sturdy card. The problem is the clay is going to warp the bugger out of that. So your other option is, right, let's switch to something that can't warp. Let's go to plastic. Even with keying in, your clay is going to be a bugger to stick to the plastic. I go and have a I go and do a Google search or an eBay search for plastic toy cones, like markers, ground markers. You might be able to find something that works well as a substructure. You know what I mean? Like, little, because thatch roofs, depending on how snowy it was. I've got these written down. My book, where's my book? My book's in the bedroom. I'm not going up to the bedroom to get it, but I've got the angles for all the different roof types, whether it was lead, stone, slate, thatched, and different periods of time and different environments. Because obviously, depending on, for example, slate and lead lined, roofs, okay, were always very steep. The reason being is they were very heavy. So what they didn't want is much snowfall on them if they took snowfall. Yeah, because obviously that would increase the weight. It's why they say Winterfell is absolutely naff. Yeah, because Winterfell, the roofs are too flat for snow. They just collapse. But anyway, getting off topic. Go and have a look for plastic cones. I reckon that's your best option. With regards to the air dry clay technique, yeah, give the plastic a really good scrubbing with a wire brush. So there's lots. It's got nice channels and loads of gribbly bits. Yeah, that the clay can grip into, and then go for the clay technique. You might get cracking, yeah, but you can always go back, refill, retouch up. That's not a problem. I mean, one thing that might happen is it might raise completely off the plastic, and you could end up with a clay piece. How would you reinforce that though? I suppose you could put plaster bandage inside it, couldn't you? Bit of plaster bandage trimmed off, tucked in. If you're going to do that, then you could put cling film over any suitable cone, do your clay work over the cling film, let that cure, pop it off, turn it upside down once it's cured. Just give it a substructure. Plaster bandage would be okay, but you could probably get away with paper and filler, or papier-mâché even. That would give you a really thin, durable roof. You would never have to worry about the clay detaching. Edges would be fragile though, wouldn't they? But then again, they're going to be fragile over the plastic anyway. You'd have to reinforce them with a coat of PVA. Conical thatch. Roof. With sculpted and reinforced substructure afterwards. And the tome of Mel has got bigger. That's going into the big red book. Right, sorry about that, guys. Just got on one then. You know me. You can add PVA to the clay to help it stick to MDF. Problem is, whenever you add PVA to the clay, yeah, you increase its volume, yeah, and you also increase the volume of water, which increases the shrinkage and the cracking, yeah. Adding PVA to clay is great as long as the clay isn't attached to something. If it's attached to something, it's a no-no. Or you could buy the Herzog's mold for conical roofs. You could, but you know what I mean? Anyone else see all the little wheels in his head spinning? It's what I do. It's guys, it's why you bought my book. Yeah, because that's what, that's the way I work. I love watching your thinking processes. It's I don't know what it is about me. I like problems. Yeah, problems that need lateral thinking. It's almost like I have this thing, yeah. I either accept, yeah, that something just is, and there's a reason why it just is, and I don't need to know. Or, yeah, it's something else, yeah, and I need to understand completely what's going on. So, for example, taking things out of general education. I understand there's world finances and all that sort of stuff, yeah, but I don't work in world finances. I don't need to know how it works, and until it becomes relevant, I'm just happy simply accepting world finances go on. Much like things in physics. I've actually got a little bit of a background in physics and that sort of stuff from, education, but generally, if someone says there's a black hole somewhere, all right, that's fine. You know what I mean? I'll accept that. Yeah. Whereas paint, yeah, someone says this is a better pigment, or this has got better paint. Why? Why is it better pigment? What makes it better pigment? Explain that to me chemically. Yeah, and I've learned chemistry to understand paints. Yeah, so it's just the way my brain works. If my brain decides that's worthy of thinking of, yeah, not just acceptance, then boom, my brain won't let me go. It'll just keep going, which can be a right knacker when you just think of something just before bed. I'm a bit nuts. I can see the little wheels in his head. They're cogs, not wheels. Gary's saying, just wanted to say you inspire me. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Everyone's just generally chatting. I'll have to jump on other chats. Right, Joanne, this weekend there is a gaming convention in Gothenburg, Sweden. Not all of it's wargaming, but would you like to receive some pictures of the various gaming tables? Yeah, you can send them over, mate. I'm always interested in gaming tables. I won't be able to do anything with them, yeah, because I know you say you're sending them to me, but here's the problem. Yeah, I need to be absolutely sure of copyright when I use pictures and stuff like that. Yeah, so send them over for my perusal with pleasure, but don't expect them to appear or get shown on a show or anything like that because copyright. Right, question 6. Godsmoke's back. Right. Godsmoke, just for just general information. Yeah, if you're asking questions about a build that you've asked previously and you're updating us and that sort of stuff, don't automatically assume that I'll remember the build. Yeah, I answer hundreds of questions a week. Yeah, and I see that much terrain all over the place that keeping track of individual builds is hard. So if you have a question relating to a build that you're working on, like it's an in progress thing and you've asked previous things, it's always good to sort of remind me that, did that thing last week and then we're at this stage. Can you help me with this? No offense, guys. Yeah. Mel's brain is really good in the moment. Yeah. But keeping track of things long time. That's why I have a big spreadsheet for the book. Right. I mean, I forgot my bloody anniversary. Right, comments are cool. Right, I've just completed a 2-foot square Martian terrain board and another 3 as a work in progress. Very nice. Would you be interested in photographs or photographing them for the book section on sci-fi terrain? No, mate. The book is planned, everything, and all the content is my generated. I'm not accepting any content for the book. I appreciate the offer, but once again, copyright, and I've been planning it for a year. I'm not taking user submissions at this stage. You know what I mean? I'm being quite hard-nosed on that. Lots of people have asked me about contributors and stuff like that. And it's like, no. Yeah, for a load of different reasons, but the book's planned. I mean, I've struggled and tried to figure out what to put in, and I know what I want to teach, and I know what I need to build to do that. There is no wiggle room, for anything else, or relying on someone else to cover a section to the level of depth that I want it covered to. I'm learning to be hard-nosed when it comes to authoring. Yeah, it's like, ooh, that section. Does it really need it? No. Gone. Right, moving on. Max is asking about starting premieres of your Adepticon adventure. I've seen this on YouTube and I haven't played with it yet. Yeah, premieres are where basically we watch live whilst we watch a video. I am tempted, to be truthful. Yeah. Not so much with tutorials or anything like that, but I am tempted with regards to shows. Because that's the one where you get the most questions. Oh, Mel, what was that bit? You know, what was this part of the room? You know, and all those sort of things. And that would be one that would be good to premiere. My concern is the Salute and the Adepticon footage is, scheduled for getting finished next week. Along with, I've got to get into the studio, grab some photos for the warping PDF, wrap up the warping text, and start to bullet point the builds, the writing for week 1, week 2. So next week, even though I'm at home with my kids, it's still quite a busy week. So I don't know if I could premiere it because I'm not sure of the learning and all that sort of stuff, the time I need to put in. I'll have a nose at it and we'll see where we can take and see what we can do with it. And that's me caught up on my questions. Right. I'm going to jump into the comments with you now. It's cool to be hard-nosed. It's your book. Yeah. No, I mean, to be truthful, yeah. With regards to contributions and that sort of stuff, 1, I'm being a bit of a control freak. 2, I have planned out this book. You know what I mean? I know where I want to be in it. Yeah. Taking contributions is nice, and to be truthful, it does your book well financially. Yeah, because whenever you take a contribution, you always take it from a reputable person who's got a following, and they push the book to their following. So financially, it would be the right thing to do. Even if it was just giving 8 different people a page. Yeah, but that's 8 pages. I'm like, no. Yeah, there's also the issue of my biggest concern with having contributors writing into the book is what happens if they say something I don't agree with. I mean, do I cut it from my book? Do I have an argument with them? Do I offend them by saying, no, I don't agree that, and telling them what they think is, essential terrain advice I disagree with? Or do I bite my lip and have conflicting information in the book? I can't take that risk. Do you know what I mean? I just simply can't take that risk. So yeah, I'm being hard-nosed. Del saying, I agree, Mel. It's my book and everything in it is my copyright, which is as it should be. To be truthful, the copyright thing is more just legals. You know what I mean? Making sure I own everything that's in the book, or Dave owns it, depending on sections and all that sort of contracts and all that sort of stuff. A premiere, as I understand it, is a way of upload a video via streaming it. No, from the back end, yeah, it's different. You upload the video as a standard video, but you attach a live stream to it. Yeah, so I need to have a play. Mel, are you going to write something about modular terrain? Easy ways to store it. Thanks in advance. Yes. Right. Modularity. Apologies, I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at a spreadsheet. Right, there's 2 pages in the theory section on modularity, but it does fall in. We cover modularity as part of... Where else does it fall in? There's a couple of places. Not scatterground. Alright, we cover modularity as part of the paths and borders section. Yeah, there's modular hills within the hill section. There's modularity within the water section, the modular river. Yeah, that's it for modularity. So, in the book, there's a 2-page theory section on everything to do with modularity. We may need to slip modularity into the flocking section. We'll do that as a top tip, because it's not really a section, but I will have to tell you how to blend the edges, yeah, with modular pieces. So it doesn't need a massive bit. That can be boxed out as a top tip. Thanks. Yeah, so modularity, we cover 2 pages in the theory section, so that's all the planning and the templating and all that sort of stuff. There's a page of it in the hills to cover modular hills. That's probably going to be about table edges and stuff like that, and using corners and quarters and that sort of stuff. We've got to cover it as part of roads, tracks and paths, and borders and fences and all that sort of palaver and bocage. Dave's probably going to get upset that I'm telling people what's in the book, but it's in the book. Yeah, I'll answer a question. We've got to cover it as part of the hills. We've got to cover it as part of the water. And we can throw it in. Yeah, I think that covers it. So yeah, modularity is covered. Mark's saying, I asked a Google question about your... I don't know, your question, mate. I haven't got your question, Mark. Ask it again, dude. Or if it's a patron thing, grab me on Patreon, mate. I'm catching up with all the YouTube and the Patreon. I've been behind. Apologies for that. There's comments and on posts and videos I need to catch up on. That's next week's job. Yeah, as well as editing videos up and, start bullet pointing and that sort of stuff. Yeah, but Godsmoke's asking, no problem, Mel. Was wondering if there's any kind of physical contributions us terrainiacs could make other than cold, hard cash. Just want to help, Mel. To be truthful, there isn't. You know what I mean? With regards to physical contributions, I'm pretty good. Just give me 1 second. I just need to check on the daughter. It's alright, she's playing in the backyard and she was on the trampoline. Yeah, and I can see the trampoline from the window. But she disappeared from the trampoline. She's riding a bike up and down the side. Yeah, but with regards to to physical contributions, no, mate. I mean, I could ask, I need this flock or I need this paint or something like that. But to be perfectly honest, relying on people to send things to me and then those things being here in time for for the actual section I need them for. The schedules, it's important to stay on schedule. So anything physical product wise that I need to buy in and everything like that, I'm planning it well in advance and making sure that it's here well in advance. So I really don't want to rely on any donations or anything like for that stuff, because when you rely on donations, it's not like you get a guaranteed by Friday sort of message. I know 99% of you would be absolutely brilliant, but the 1% that weren't and forgot or didn't get round to it, or something changed, or they never meant it in the first place, which does happen. Yeah, that 1% could throw the scheduling out. Yeah, and so anything I need for the book, I need to be dependent on me, if you know what I mean. Right, brewski. Ooh. Mel, it's your book, not Dave's. He's just an Indian in the process. No, he's not. This is a partnership. There's no way this book would have existed. Yeah, and the content in it is mine. It's my book, but it's Dave Taylor Miniatures publication. So it's as much, Dave has as much invested in this book, yeah, time-wise, work-wise, money-wise, and pride of work, you know, and future as I do. You know, so it is both our books. This is very much a partnership. We've always worked on the fact that, you know, the content is mine and the book is his, yeah, and that's how we work, and it works great. Gamers on Games, hello, mate. I know it's going to be weird, but are you going to put in a safety section with dealing in certain chemicals, materials and tools? Yeah, there's a safety section, there's a workflow section, there's even a page on posture, yeah, for working. So, yeah, that's all sorted. On other contributions, is your Amazon wish list current? Yes, it is, mate. I think. Yeah, it is. Listen, there's a couple of expensive items on there. Don't be jumping on those, for God's sake. I'm doing a little browsing for working on the book and stuff like that. I was just saving them, you know what I mean? So don't think I'm assuming people are going to buy those. Quick message from Cares. I ought to check the PayPals, make sure I'm not missing anyone. Da, 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 da. 2 seconds. I know some people make direct donations and they don't come up on screen, so... Ah, see. I think I've had one. From Antem. Thank you, buddy. He sent a tenner our way. Yeah, I think that's... Just double check. Yeah, that's all today. Thank you, buddy. Posture. Yeah, posture. I am a physio by trade. It came up on the final stream, I think it was. Yeah. And over the course of the final countdown party, I went from not even thinking about including posture in the book to, yeah, there needs to be at least, you know, half a page or a page dedicated to posture. Because we spend so much time working at a desk and working at a worktop. And I know I have to modify my desk and my work practices for my back. Yeah, and as a physio, it just seems the right thing to do. Yes, we've talked about sculpted Mel heads.
And then I'm creating the hat full of them.
Oh God, here comes the willow.
Why is there two of them?
Why is there two of them?
Yeah.
Because when I'm live streaming, yeah, what I have is, this is called, just explain this to Wills, this is called studio mode. Yeah, so I can make changes on here and fix things. Yeah, and then when I'm happy with how they're looking, I can click transition up there and it'll appear on the live screen there. And so that way Dad does when he's moving photos around and, you know, with things I'm adding in the moment or fixing things. I don't look daft trying to, as they watch things, Dad drag words around the screen, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, okay.
Gamer on Games today, you know, with regards to the posture, makes sense, just not something I would ever consider or given half a thought to. Physiotherapist by trade, mate. And at the end of the day, you know, it is irrelevant. It's relevant in the health and safety section. I mean, I'm not doing a first aid manual, you know, but with the amount of times we spent at the table, you know, there are quite a few things that would make I mean, for example, Yeah, my workbench, you know, is a kitchen table, but it's on bricks, and that's all about my back. Yeah. Everyone's saying, all hail the Willow, all hail the what you call it, Oz. Oz is here because Willow's got a biscuit. No, go lie down. Dave is sort of like a centre pole with Mel running around crazy and Dave keeping him centred. That was the Kickstarter. Cody's asking about merch for charity and that sort of stuff. There's definitely something in the pipelines coming, but book first. Game is smart, man. I occasionally come up with a nice idea. No, with the posture thing, it just, you know, as a physio, you know, it just seems a no-brainer to me, you know. And I reckon it'll be a nice addition. Everyone's saying what you're chatting. Oh, a few more questions. Going to wrap this up in the next 10 minutes or so, guys. So, if you've got a question, throw it in now. Right, Mark. Mark's asking about my 1 hour consults. Picky brains on some terrain questions. Yeah, email me, mate, if you're not a patron. I'm not sure if it'll be an hour or won't be half an hour or what's going on, so I don't want to say anything live and say this is what I'm doing. Right. Question 10. Tim. Hello, Tim. How do I get circular cutouts from 4mm balsa wood? I've tried an electric jigsaw, but that won't work well for cutouts with a 100mm diameter. What you want to do is you want to get yourself a set of disc cutters, a set of hole cutters, yeah, and then you want to buy yourself some, some bases, or get yourself a disc cutters. They're bits for drills. One's designed for cutting the hole and gives you a nice clean hole, yeah, and a really raggedy disc where you've taken the center out of the hole. And then the disc cutters are really good for like cutting a disc, yeah, but leaving a raggedy piece you've cut it from. Yeah, if you get both of those, they come in sets, and they normally expand something like 5mm per set, going from like, I think the smallest is about 20mm or 30mm, and they go all the way up to, I think the biggest is about 115mm. Yeah, and they're just attached to and drill down. Mark, if you're a patron, grab me on Patreon, mate. I'll be picking my post up on that next week.
Dad?
Yes.
I don't know if I did something good, right?
Uh-oh.
You know in the garden how all the bags are covered in brambles?
Yeah.
I've taken off all the brambles and got them all.
That was that camouflage to stop them getting nicked.
They're bright pink.
Yeah, but the thieves around here, brambles, they won't mess with that. They're all the knackered bikes that need to go,
No, Mum's isn't knackered. I tried it. It's good.
Mum's probably said her bike's knackered so she doesn't have to ride it. Do you remember last summer when I kept taking Mum out for bike rides?
Yeah, she's like, stop.
So wait a minute. So the bike that's knackered, that Mum says is knackered and couldn't ride last summer.
Well, the two we say that just need some little fixing are knackered.
Right, okay. So the two knackered bikes are knackered, but the Mum's bike is actually perfectly fine. It's just been by the side of the shed all winter because she wants it to be knackered.
Yeah. Yeah, on my bike, when I was looking at it, you know the pedals? I think I'm too fat. When I was sitting on it trying to give it a go, I think I have too much weight on my feet because it just goes quick, and then the back brake doesn't work, so I keep slamming into the wall. And then on Corbin's, the brakes are too tight, so it keeps making a squeaky sound.
We'll get round the bike shop and get him have a look at him.
Okay.
Yeah, but to be truthful, I want to check them out. Yeah, and we might look at getting you new bikes for summer.
Can I have Mum's?
No, I'll get you a proper bike, a new bike for yourself.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, that was family stuff. Exercise helps with modelling and painting, good posture helps with oxygen uptake, loads of those sort of stuff. I have a comfy chair and cushions. Everyone's talking posture. Godsmoke, did you see my Exacto post doing the rounds on the Exacto plasters and replacement fingers? I think I've seen it on some, some groups. It probably got killed in the terrainiacs if it was a share. Gamer's saying, love hole saws. If you're going to do them, invest in a drill press. That's a step up, dude, but yeah. If the holes are not too big, you use sharp and tube brass. Yeah, you could use it, die cut it sort of thing. I can see that. I've also got a cutter on a protractor that you can just like center, measure out, and then just go round and round and round until you cut through, and it's just got a blade. Good daddy, thank you. I try. Not always the best dad, but I do my best.
No, he's the best dad.
How clean is your room?
You're not the best dad.
Is your room clean?
Yeah.
Beth is coming to stay over tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Have you got rid of your pants from down the side of the bed?
You even checked down the side of the bed.
Yeah, there's always your pants down the side of the bed.
You checked?
I'm not looking down there. It's like your brother's. It's like a different biome. Along with chocolate wrappers and crisp wrappers and...
There's none there, you checked!
Yeah, but it's been a day. Am I wrong? Oh, 1 second, guys. I'm going to have to mute this because this is Kez ringing. Sorry, guys. Right, we should be coming back through and everything. Epic parenting. Just like my bedroom when I was a kid. And mine. Yeah, but our job as parents is to try and raise us better than we were raised. Yeah, make better people than we are. Secret message. Lots and lots of secret messages. Right, I've got one more question while Kez... Okay, Kat is saying, because Sunday is Easter Sunday, will you have a regular Sunday night chat show? Yeah. We did them on Christmas Day. We did... I'm pretty damn sure we did the Sunday nighter on a Christmas Day, didn't we, once? So, yeah. I'll be there for Sunday. Right, that is the Google Doc locked off. Right. Everyone's just generally chatting. I think I'm going to call it now rather than let it grind on for 10 minutes. Yeah, give me a chance to help sort the cadet uniform, have a chat with Kez, sort Willow out, and then go get these kids. Oh, right. Brief update on what's coming. Next content you're going to see from me will be Sunday morning, and it will just be the Kickstarter vlog and me talking about the whole adventure and where I am now with the project. We'll have the Sunday nighter, and then hopefully Tuesday, Thursday, we'll start to see content coming on Salute and Adepticon. And And then after that, we should be back in the studio. I should be back with my Burma build and rolling with that stuff. So that's where we are with the channel. I've got plenty of stuff to be doing with the book. So if you're a backer, you'll be getting updates roughly every 2 weeks via Kickstarter and weekly via the vlogs with me. So plenty going on there. And in the meantime, guys, yeah, I'll see you soon. All the best, yeah? Ta-ra.